Western Australia's bikies are being told to use makeup to cover up insignia as new legislation is introduced. Western Australia is set to ban outlaw motorcycle gang members from wearing their patches and associating with one another in public. The Unlawful Consorting and Prohibited Insignia Bill 2021 will be introduced into state parliament next week. This law applies to 46 organizations specifically named in the legislation, from outlaw motorcycle gangs to feeder clubs and smaller street gangs. Insignia means patched vests, clothes, flags and even tattoos. Acting WA Police Commissioner Carl Blanche said that the laws would mean someone such as the heavily tattooed Perth-based Hells Angels bikie Dane Brajkovic would be forced to cover his Hells Angels tattoos with band-aids, a mask or makeup. He must cover up anything that says 1% or references the club, whether it's on his face, whether it's on publicly displayed arms, or whether it's on anything, his motorcycle, flag or vest. I would start with things like band-aids or makeup, or have it removed, or alternatively, people can choose the option not to live in Western Australia if this law passes.
I'll give notice in the Parliament that we're introducing the Criminal Law Unlawful Consorting and Prohibited Insignia Bill of 2021, and this bill will be read into the Parliament in its fulsome detail tomorrow. The element of this bill is the anti-insignia. This will apply to patches, the colour patches that bikies wear on their vests. It'll apply to all clothing and all badges, belt buckles, etc., which have insignia which identify their loyalty to one of the 46 groups named. So these might change from time to time as criminals try to get around it, but it's not going to work. So long as we can tie them back to one of the 44 items and show that this was a common insignia or common clothing of an outlaw motorcycle group, they'll be captured. We've included in there, as I say, the patches, belt buckles, everything, and tattoos. Which indicate their loyalty. I'll finally say the reason why we're doing this is because there's two elements to this. One, public intimidation, taking your family out to a restaurant or a coffee shop and suddenly you've got 4 patches sitting next to you. People then do get nervous and uneasy, and that's beautiful Perth. We want to be able to go out and relax and not be worried about people wearing these intimidating vests next to us. But more importantly, it's these vests signify the glorification of the OMCGs. And by their glorification, they attract wayward young men to join as nominees. But if there are no patches, if there are no uniforms, it takes away that attractiveness.
Attorney General John Quigley said the laws demonstrate the McGowan government's unwavering commitment to stopping the expansion of serious organized crime and criminal groups in WA once and for all. Once passed, the laws will give police officers in the state unprecedented powers to disrupt and limit serious and organized crime. Police officers will be allowed to disperse gang members that gather together in public. Quigley said any club insignia, including tattoos, would need to be covered up in public. The laws are a significant step up to the anti-consorting laws that failed to make it through Parliament during the last term of Mark McGowan's government, before its re-election. In addition to making it illegal for offenders to consort with other bikie offenders, the new laws will include the ability for police to issue notices to gang members to remove any insignia being displayed in a public place. If they're on parts of their body which clothing apparel will not cover, then they'll have to find some other way to cover it. If caught showing gang colors in public, bikie members can face 12 months in jail and fines between $12,000 to $60,000. Gang members could also face a $12,000 fine and 12 months in jail for consorting after being issued with a notice to disperse. Gang members can be ordered to stay away from each other for 3 years, and after 2 or more breaches, the gang members could face up to 5 years in jail. These organizations and their patches are designed to show affiliation with criminality and intimidate others, including law-abiding citizens in our community. This will cease once these laws are in place. These laws represent the toughest and most comprehensive reforms to fight organized crime among all Australian territories.